Hi, my scaredy cats. My name is Kate from Scaredy Cat Gaming, and we are back in with Fausts Alptraum, whatever the name of this game is. And we had just got done putting this picture up here and checking out the garden, or pond, or fountain, whatever. And then we found this bracelet and this gem. A jewel the color of the earth. A bracelet with bells. So let's go try to either give the jewel or the bracelet to the little kids. Is anyone there? There was no answer, but the mail slot flipped open with a quick schlick. Elizabeth inhaled sharply, but still peered into the darkness with relative calm. She didn't want to stick her hand inside, but only pushed the rock in and didn't hear it fall to the ground. A long silence. She brought it, but what now? It's here. She could make out hushed conversation. I don't care. I'm so bored. Let's play a game. A scattering of slightly hysterical laughter. Come on, let's play a game. Hide and seek. You know how to play, right? It's hide and seek. You're it. What? Bam. She almost fell into the doorway as the door opened suddenly. They're children. 3 figures, fully a head shorter than her, scurried out. Her eyes only caught the hems of their shorts before they swiftly vanished down the stairs, leaving behind only the echoes of their laughter. We're gonna say, because I don't want to die. Okay. It has to be like... The music's in here now. The record player turned with a rolling sound. It was the jewel that had been thrown in. An old and worn leather book. Marguerite's situation is quite strange. She hides herself in the blankets and starts at every sound. I can't even go into the room. Dr. Wagner seems to know something, but as usual tells me nothing. We were relieved when her condition seemed to improve a few days ago. Now it seems to have been a lie. I braved the snow to come to the hospital and happened upon Dr. Wagner. She had cancelled her plans because of the weather. Marguerite still hides behind a firmly shut door, and the occasional teary snuffle makes its way out. What on earth is wrong? She's been like this before, but would break out into a smile whenever she saw me. The heavy snow has halted traffic, and the doctor is worried that his studies will be forced to terminate if more supplies do not arrive soon. What kind of research is it that causes him to always have to cover large distances to source material instead of obtaining it from nearby towns? I am happy to help if it helps Marguerite's situation. Despite saying this, the doctor still refuses to let me enter the cellar. Weak-looking patients continuously emerge from the door. Perhaps it's better if I stay away. I hurried to leave the hospital while traffic was still moving. Although Marguerite's condition is very concerning, the situation isn't improved if I continue to stay here. It's been like this from the start. She could always see the things we couldn't, or talk in languages we couldn't understand or answer. Mr. Valentin believes she's intentionally causing trouble. I wish they would understand, otherwise Marguerite would never get better. No one at home expects Marguerite to come home anymore, or perhaps the hospital is her home now, and the doctor who's been at constant presence since childhood is her mother. Ah, the memories are barely there. When I was as lost as a stray cat. She was the one who smiled and extended a hand. She's the reason why I exist today. I will definitely go back and visit with flowers. I willingly to do anything for a glimpse of her smile again. D.B. Siebel. I pulled her. Its sound stopped as soon as it was disturbed. The small handbags, matches. It was locked. The label on the door read data room. Too far. The match in my hand couldn't reach it. It wasn't locked, but yet the door wouldn't open. He actually scared Elizabeth when he jumped up. I saw the tail. Are these the 3 little pigs? Okay, so I can't face the cat, and I'm guessing they're hiding somewhere in the house. Particular turned with a rolling sound. The pig's tail poked out. Ah! He stirred up clouds of dust as he ran out with a panicked yelp. There's no music, so I'm guessing they're not in this room. I'm gonna save. Ooh, hurt myself. Don't see any piggy tails. No sound, no pig tails. Let's go back downstairs. And let's go over here now. I wonder if he dropped something in the fireplace. I can't get in this room. No. Let's go to the fire Nothing? Alright. Let's go look in the other rooms again. Maybe we'll find something. There were cracks on the floorboards, like they would be easily broken through. It kept me out as if it worried it would fall down. There are cracks on the floor, like it would hack it with the hand axe. Yeah. And we're gonna see. Okay. Go down from here. Kitty? Book of Corsani's, Keel Song, Odyssey, Metaphysics, The Path to Philosophy, The Guide for Perplex, The Phrase of Folly, The Education of the Christian Prince, Trotanus Mysterium Philosophus. Oh, I got matches! The interpretation of dreams. Dreams are interpreted by the presence of a reason. If one remembers it is actually a long weekend when dreaming of hastily getting up and going to work, then we may realize that this is just a dream and wake up. Even nightmares will appear as real as a physical world, as long as the conscious mind does not notice the irregularities of a dream. One may wake up from a dream if one observes the illogical aspects of their surroundings. The lesser Kiyosan, Gyoria. I don't even know how to pronounce any of these words. Didn't mean to do that. Book of Kings, 1001 Nights, Kumari de Bello Galcio. Wait, no, this is something different. The interpretation of dreams. Freud believed that dreams only serve to fulfill hidden desires. The brain would subconsciously seek to accomplish hopes and wants. For example, a hungry person might dream of feasting at a grand table. If his feet are cold, then he might be walking barefoot in the snow. If his throat is sore, then someone may be choking him. Astrology and life. The Wheel of Fortune is a particularly unique card. A wheel conspired of 3 concrete circles hangs in the middle of the card. The innermost one represents creativity, the middle one symbolizes the force of being, and the outermost one standing for the physical world. There are no symbols on the smallest ring, as creative potential is infinite. There's nothing on the back of these. Golem. According to Jewish legend, God collected dust in the first hour, conceived of Adam in the second hour, formed Adam as vague shapes in the third hour, knitted his body together in the fourth hour, bestowed him features in the fifth hour, imparted Adam a soul in the sixth hour, and Adam stood on his own feet in the seventh hour. Some philologists believe that Adam was a type of golem, an empty shell before God infused his body with a soul. Book of Healing. The 4 books of sentences Ars Poetica, Crestomatic, The Arabi Zerasti, I can't pronounce those. The 7 Sermons to the Dead, Memories, Dreams, Reflections, the Iliad, Dreams of the Spirit, Seer, Demons. The Book of Law, the Book of M, Book of Exodus. Volume, Pomerium, Peregrinium. The Journey of Nails Kilm to the World Underground, the Art of Palmistry from the Earth to the Moon. The Murders in the Rue Morgue, the Telltale Heart, the Fall of the House of Usher. The Mystique of the Red Death, the Imp of the Preserves, the Raven. Something shiny was on top of the bookcase. Although a bit tall, she could just barely reach it if she stepped here, and... oh dear, this is rather dangerous. The shadow suddenly flowed down. Locks the color of black widow spiders swept Elizabeth's face. The demon smiled beneath its eyelashes in stark contrast as to Elizabeth's wide-eyed stare. The black cat emitted a high-pitched screech and jumped away, snagging the dress in the process. Oh, darn it, not again. There was no way of knowing where to find it again. What? Who are you looking for? That fellow? I think you should refrain from spending time with that. Huh? It follows one around for no reason. It's quite serious. And a bit fussy to boot. It threw a fit over the smallest thing. Best to stay far away from it if you don't want needless drama. The demon cocked its head and nattered away incessantly. But it's the only thing here that helps me, Elizabeth mumbled. What's that you say? No one here will help you? But I can ask you if you want. You only have to ask. But I can help you if you want. You only have to ask. You want this, right? The shiny thing was revealed to be a key when the demon plucked it. Here you go. The key was brought next to Elizabeth's face with surprising straightforwardness. The sudden gesture of kindness actually made her feel uneasy. I can get it myself, Elizabeth said as she withdrew her hand, to which the demon raised an eyebrow. Those purple lips smirked, and it didn't move back to give Elizabeth any space. All right, then, get it yourself. And the key flew back up top. Now it is too tall to be reached even on tiptoes. If only someone could jump up there. You might understand. From 1 make 10. 2 will go on its way, with 3 close behind. You will be prosperous. Abandoned 4 from 5 and 6, who says the witch. Match 7 and 8, that's how it's done. 9 is 1, but 10 is none. That is the witch's sums. 15, 15, 15. The Book of Splendor, Book of Creation, the Book of Revelation, the City of the Sun, the Monarchy of Spain, Aslan conquered, transformations and symbols of the libido, phenomenology, answer to Job, 70 books, the skeptical Siamist, Book of Balance. Man, you dick, you made my cat disappear again. I wanted that cat. No, I can't climb it. Kind of figured I could. A few torn scraps of paper. I visited the hospital again, and so did he. He called himself the doctor's research partner, but he seemed very unwelcome. I've seen how he interacts with Marguerite, and it's the first time I've seen her smile so happily at someone else, although I am loath to admit it, but perhaps he is better suited to keep her company than I am. Please respond to her love and kind, I implored him. Marguerite is willing to meet with me. It seems that she isolated herself after she was forbid to meet with him. After all, she is one of the research spawners. His target is the doctor and me. Anyone could see that. Strange noises are emitted from the laboratory at night. Are there rats in this establishment? The weather has deteriorated so much that the trains have stopped running. It is my first night here. One short night has been enough to change my mind about this place. How does Marguerite endure such a sinister place night after night? He left after giving me the key to the cellar. I have no idea where he went after he left. The wind and snow show no signs of stopping. Strange chattering sounds mixed in with the winter wind are coming from downstairs. I will sneak downstairs for a peek when the doctor returns to his room. Put it with the old diary. The sound of song played by the record player came from afar. A scene that had been seen before somewhere. It was locked. It was locked. Wait, what's this? Burglar, Morgan Post, Maya. The Walter Pearl Sanatorium was founded in 1930 and sits in a picturesque mountain valley, providing a place of respite in a rural countryside that lacks medical facilities. It has recently drawn plans to leverage the government's subsidies in order to expand. Hospital director Dwayne Wagner is a scientist when her betrothed were troubled by the country's west. She noticed where the nation's true weakness lay and decided to throw herself into medicine. Being cured isn't a matter of being ashamed of, the hospital director advised that facing problems head-on was the most effective cure. The doors in the Garden of Hope would forever be open to patients in need. It's getting louder. Memo. 25th Oct. He came to visit the mayor's poor daughter. I don't know when they met each other. This is really quite devious. Is he here to expose me or to take away my benefactor? I know he's not interested in her. It's plain to see who he's really looking at. Memo. 5th November. I had to say the triplets were house imps after Marguerite accidentally saw them. Memo. 30th of November. Snow came down hard and covered the tracks, but I'm running out of materials. This is getting quite alarming. Memo. 13th of December. At least I think that's December. The mayor's eyes will be staying the night. Must lock the door. A well-worn and dusty journal sits on the table. A fountain pen sits between two of the pages. A bullet-pointed list starts at the top, and stains have covered a lot of words. The first couple of lines are crossed out for some reason. List. Jam. Public hospital blood supply is running low. Opportunity to deliver back customers. February. Emma Wolf, 7 pints. Hilda, 10 pints. Huth, kidney and liver. Conrad, discard. Alter, over the heart. Paul Moeller, Hans Moeller. Pauline Moeller, Cornea. Marguerite Scon von Cedar. Flowers who bloomed at her side. Confess to her for me, give her my wishes, tell her she is lovely, and that night and day in my heart. pines for love of her, reveal to her soul the secret of my flame, let it breathe out with you sweetness fragrances. Speak for me, may she be acquainted with the passion she has roused, and of which my troubled heart has not breathed a word. Gone with Fausts Flower Song. There's the kitty, Catty. What are you doing here? Elizabeth bent down, but the cat didn't run away as she'd expected it to. Ah, yes. This is for you, she said. She took out the bracelet from her pocket, wiped off the dust on the bell, and gently put it on the cat. Key with a label. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button. Until next time, my scaredy cats. Bye-bye!